Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation? Maybe you're catching up with a friend over coffee, or answering a question in class, or trying to sound smart in front of your boss, and suddenly your brain decides to take a lunch break. You know the word. You can practically feel it buzzing underneath your tongue. You can visualize the memory, the moment, the sentence where you last used it. But somehow nothing comes out. It's like your mind is saying, oh yeah, I totally know what you're looking for, and then your mouth goes, good luck with that. Americans joke about this all the time. Hold on, it's on the tip of my tongue, but behind that everyday moment is a surprisingly complex story about how our brains organize language, emotion, culture, and memory. Today, let's take a slow human, honest walk through what's actually happening inside your head during those I should absolutely know this moments, and why you shouldn't feel embarrassed when they happen. In fact, these mental hiccups tell us something pretty beautiful about how the human brain works. 1. The brain usually works like a well-trained orchestra until it doesn't. Most of the time, remembering a word is effortless. You don't even think about it, you open your mouth, and words just happen. Your brain has to do an insane number of tasks in a fraction of a second, find the meaning you want to express, match it with the right sound, attach the right memories, and deliver it all at the speed of conversation. It's like an orchestra playing perfectly together. But during a tip of the tongue moment, one instrument suddenly drops out. The melody is still there in your head, you know what you want to say, but the final note, the sound, refuses to come out. It's frustrating because the brain isn't totally clueless. It's partially right and partially wrong at the same time. Like when you're trying to remember an actor's name and all you can think is, wait, it starts with a J, and she's in that movie. Oh, come on, brain, work with me. 2. The wild part, your brain knows something is missing. Here's the part that always surprises people. The stuck feeling is not random. It's not your brain shutting off. It's actually your brain detecting a conflict. There's a region called the anterior cingulate cortex, and when you're stuck on a word, it lights up like a red warning sign. It's the brain's way of telling you, hey, I know that I know this. I just can't pull it up right now. It's like when you walk into a room and instantly forget why you're there. Your mind is screaming, you definitely had a reason. That exasperation. That push to keep trying. That's your brain trying to help you, not failing you. 3. Certain words are basically designed to betray you. Some words get stuck more than others. Proper nouns, forget about it. Names, cities, movie titles, brands, you're way more likely to blank on those. Why? Because your brain stores general information more efficiently than specifics. You'll remember she's that singer from the 60s. She played Dorothy. She had that voice. But the actual name, Judy Garland, that's where things get messy. And sometimes the wrong word jumps in front and blocks the right one, like a rude person cutting in line. That's why you keep thinking Dorothy when you want to say Judy Garland. Your brain is trying, but the associations get tangled. 4. Stress. Yes, stress makes everything worse. If you've ever been in a test, a job interview, or even a first date and suddenly forgot every word you've ever learned in English, congratulations, you're human. Stress shrinks your mental bandwidth. It makes your brain rush. And when your brain rushes, retrieval gets sloppy. This is why people under pressure report more mental blocks. Your brain prioritizes survival over perfect word recall. So the next time you're struggling to name a common object while someone waits for your answer with eyebrows raised, give yourself some grace. That's biology talking. 5. Bilingual brains, twice the vocabulary, twice the trouble. If you speak more than one language, you might get stuck even more often. And honestly, that's a flex. Your brain has 2 dictionaries, and sometimes the wrong one opens first. Say you're bilingual and want to say umbrella, but your brain throws out the Spanish word paraguas, or the French parapluie, or the Vietnamese kai du, depending on what languages you know. It's not confusion, it's competition. Interestingly, people who learned a second language very young tend to have fewer moments like this, maybe because their brain developed a more seamless filing system. Meanwhile, even hearing a language you don't understand, like overhearing someone speaking Korean in a cafe, can nudge your brain into that searching but not finding mode. The brain is strange. Beautiful, but strange. 6. Aging doesn't steal words, it just hides them better. Aging gets blamed for everything, but tout moments don't necessarily mean memory loss. They're more about access, not disappearance. Think of your memory like a closet. When you're younger, there's less stuff piled up. As you age, you've collected stories, names, experiences, languages, jokes, heartbreaks, meanings, movies, and entire lifetimes of vocabulary. The closet gets fuller. The word you're looking for is still in there. It's just under 3 sweaters and a box of tax documents. The more life you live, the more you'll occasionally lose track of where you stored things, and that's kind of poetic, if you think about it. 7. The upside tip of the tongue moments aren't mistakes. They're motivation. Here's a comforting truth: words don't disappear. They don't fall into some mental abyss and evaporate forever. Your brain still has them, it just sometimes takes the scenic route to get there. And that annoying "I know this" feeling, it actually pushes you to keep searching. Studies show that people spend more effort and time trying to recall a word during those moments, and that effort makes the memory stronger in the long run. So the very thing that feels like failure might actually help you remember better. 8. How to unstick a word and avoid the meltdown. One of the best ways to break out of a toe moment is cueing. Instead of panicking, lean into the hints your brain gives you. Think of related memories. Picture where you learned the word, recall the context, run through the alphabet, think about the first sound. It's like following breadcrumbs back to the right file in your mental cabinet. If you're trying to remember the ancient city with the hanging gardens, you might think 7 Wonders, ancient world Babylon, and suddenly, boom, it comes back. Your brain wasn't ignoring you. It was guiding you there slowly, but surely. Final thought. A tip of the tongue moment isn't a glitch. It's part of being human. It's a sign that your brain is full of stories, names, languages, emotions, experiences, and everything that makes you you. So the next time your memory stutters, smile a little. It means you're living a life rich enough for your mind to occasionally lose track of its treasures. And trust me, the word always comes back eventually. Usually at 3 a.m. when you least need it.